I'm Mark Gillanders. We're in Monaghan, very close to Monaghan town. You're on an organic beef and tillage farm, a farm of 140 acres. The home farm is only 44 acres and the rest is leased. I have been organic since 2009 and have gradually gone to growing more cereals and using animals as the engine to drive the cereals. We run a suckler herd of mostly continental cattle. I base my rotation on 5 years of cereal and a regenerative phase of 3 years of either multispecies pasture or red clover silage. Be a regenerative system that would regenerate the soil organic matter with the use of animals and use the soil organic matter to drive the cereals. This is a red clover and white. There's a little white in it too, but it's for silage production. It's for feeding the cattle in the winter time. This is really, really good for soil fertility. It's really good for building soil humus, which is the basis of soil organic matter. The more humus you have in the soil, the better your soil organic matter is regenerating. There's a lot more soil biodiversity when you have red clover in. It basically, this is only just the top of the soil. You have twice the soil biodiversity as old permanent pasture, and it's regenerating the soil faster and faster. You're losing virtually no nitrogen. When you are regenerating the soil, you're actually producing food for animals, food for cattle, and as much as a conventional farmer would get with using a good bit of fertilizer. This is spring oats. We on this farm have grown in the rotation. You build your fertility with the animals, and then you use what the animals have left behind in the soil. You're not feeding the crop, you're feeding the soil before you grow a crop. And if your soil's in good heart and good health with animals, then you can grow clean, good crops. These oats go to Flahavans in County Waterford, and I suppose a few years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, there was no oats going from Monaghan to Flahavans, but I think this last year I think 15 lorry load. This is to me the most interesting crop on the farm. About halfway through the cereal rotation, I would use a cropping system which is called intercropping, where you would grow spring beans with spring wheat. You're planting the two together to reduce disease and add nitrogen to the soil. It's also called competitive cropping, where you grow two crops together and they both compete with each other and become more vigorous. It's really, really good afterwards as well. So if you've laid down a wee bit of nitrogen from the beans, you can come in with a crop of oats next year. You're extending your rotation, you're keeping your land clean and less weeds. You're basically controlling them with a system that would be more natural. I see myself as a caretaker of the land, and hoping the next generation, either one of my 3 daughters, would take a good interest in actually where their food comes from, and I'm trying my best to show them. It's amazing that I can go into a shop not half a mile away and buy bread that was produced from flour from this farm.